I think Green has already explained that one reason to read the book, 48 Laws of Power, might not be to apply these laws, but simply to be aware of them. I would say that it's worth reading because people are variously applying these laws, and whether you like it or not, you do live in some kind of competitive environment where you're competing with people who, in one way or another, are applying these laws. Now, your competitors may be applying these laws aggressively and sloppily. That's more than likely if they have not read the book. You have a little bit more control of what happens to you dealing with those people if you at least read the book, if you become aware of these 48 laws. That way, if you see that they're being applied, you can say, okay, they're being applied. You have some idea of how to manage it. That said, if you see people not applying the laws, that is also useful. How does this work? Well, Green, as far as I know, has not really explained how he chose to order these laws. I could go probably look into it and find out that there's some explanation somewhere. But if you're like me, you look at these 48 laws and think, why are they in this order? I'm not going to try to fix your order for you or for him or any of that. What I will point out is that there are some laws that have reversals, what Green calls reversals, and there are some laws that Green says do not have reversals. Now, to me, those seem like those would be higher priority laws, because if one law seems to be in conflict with another law, and one of the laws has no reversal, according to Green, you might want to consider that law to take precedence over the law for which there's a reversal. If you allow reversal on a law that has reversal, there's a chance that it will go okay. If you allow reversal on a law that Green says does not have reversal, then according to Green, it's going to go badly, even if you comply with the other law. So what are the laws that have no reversal? You don't have a list of those? Well, now you do. Laws that have no reversal are law number 5, so much depends upon reputation, guard it with your life. And speaking from my experience, that law has no reversal. If you have a story about reversal of that law, please let me know. I would be very curious. Law 10, infection, avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. People don't like this law. Okay, I'm not going to say it has a reversal, but I understand why people choose not to apply it. Okay, law 19, know who you're dealing with, don't offend the wrong person. In my experience, this law has no reversal. If you have a reversal story, tell me. Law 25, recreate yourself. Let's pretend I have no experience with that. Officially, that law has no reversal. 35, law 35, master the art of timing. Again, he says the law has no reversal. Law 37, create compelling spectacles. I can imagine plausible reversals, but he says the law has no reversal. Law 43, work on the hearts and minds of others. He says the law has no reversal. Laws with no reversal, 5, 10, 19, 25, 35, 37, 43. Okay, how do you apply these without applying them? Well, if you have difficulty applying certain laws, probably other people also do. Now, if you see somebody not applying one of these laws for which there is no reversal, that is, if you see somebody attempting to apply reversal on any of these laws for which there is no reversal, then you probably have discovered that person's thumb screw. Law 33, discover each man's thumb screw. There might be reversal to that, but you can't apply reversal unless you know what the thumb screw is and try not to apply it. So you might as well find out what the person's thumb screw is. Look for those laws that I mentioned that apparently have no reversal and see if somebody is not applying reversal. See if somebody is not applying the law but is applying reversal. Okay, discover each man's thumb screw. For example, Yeah, number 10, avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. That's not exactly my thumbscrew, but if you wanted to mess with me, getting me in contact with a person who needs help, a lot of help, would be a temptation to me. A way to trick me would be to get me to think that I'm applying reversal on Law 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. That's my thumbscrew. I'm confessing that to everyone. My Law 11 is my thumbscrew. Dependency to me is absolutely abhorrent. It's disgusting. Reading, again, chapter 11, I'm compelled to agree with Green, and yet by the end of the chapter, I feel like I'm going to vomit. Okay, why would I tell you this? Well, look at Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. I just used selective honesty with you. What I told you about Law 11 is true, but it probably won't make any difference. If you're focused on that, on how Josh might not work hard enough to keep people dependent on him, you're probably not going to notice what else I'm doing. Am I applying the 48 laws? Well, I'm doing my best, to be honest with you. I already tried not applying them for 40 years, and that didn't work out great. So what's the next thing on my list? Is it worse than that? Oh, it's much worse than that. YouTube's lawyers probably don't want me to bring my 10-year-old son in here and have him start reciting 48 laws of power to you. But I won't lie to you about this. My 10-year-old son is studying 48 laws of power. So if you're watching this video 10 or 15 years from now to see whether Josh actually mentions his 10-year-old son and your milkshake in the same context, this is the part where Josh mentions his 10-year-old son and your milkshake. He is studying 48 laws of power. So check 6, check 12, check the whole clock, check your co-pilot. Because one way or another, here comes the straw.